Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're really focusing on you school managers, educators, administrators, especially those while navigating the tricky waters of remote and hybrid learning.
Yeah, it's a landscape that's changed so much.
It really has. Our mission today is to cut through some of the noise around school management software, SMS, and really pinpoint what's essential for delivering education effectively when the classroom isn't, well, physical.
Right. And the basic problem we see again and again is that remote learning just changes the game for administration, doesn't it? You're suddenly managing attendance, scheduling, assignments, communication, all digitally, all at once. The real headache isn't usually the remote part itself. It's the frustration that comes from trying to juggle like half a dozen different apps to do all these vital things. It's that patchwork approach that leads to burnout and, frankly, just massive inefficiency.
That makes sense. So if that fragmentation is the real enemy, the answer isn't just throwing more software at it.
Definitely not.
It's about finding integrated software. And this is where I think it gets really interesting. The best SMS for remote learning isn't just a toolbox. It needs to be like a central hub.
A single point of truth.
Exactly. Offering flexible online access, communication tools that actually talk to each other, and crucially, features designed to keep students engaged and give you oversight no matter where everyone is.
And that's why specialized support is so important,
Yeah.
Just having video calls isn't enough to actually run a school.
Right, it's the bare minimum.
Yeah. The day-to-day admin, the teaching workflows, they need consistency, reliability. So a specialized SMS goes way beyond just being a place to meet online.
It becomes the operational backbone.
Precisely. Making sure every student, whether they're hybrid or fully remote, gets the same quality of education and support.
And that's maybe even more critical for smaller schools, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
They often have leaner teams, maybe less dedicated IT support. They can't afford systems that are, clunky or need constant tweaking.
They need efficiency baked in.
Yes. Streamlining scheduling, handling virtual class logistics, keeping parents in the loop. It all needs to happen within one system, ideally. Something that's easy for teachers, parents, and students to use from anywhere.
The goal has to be maximum effectiveness with minimum admin hassle. That ease of use, that's really the make or break factor for smaller schools.
Okay, so let's get down to the brass tacks then. If integration is the key, what are those core features, like the absolute must-haves for a smooth remote experience? What should you look for?
Right. This is where we separate the basic tools from the truly strategic ones. The best systems aren't just for data entry, they're dynamic.
Yeah.
They support the immediate needs of remote learning by design.
Okay, so give us the rundown. What are the essentials?
First up, student and teacher portals. But the real magic isn't just having them.
It's how they connect.
Exactly. It's the underlying single sign-on across everything. Think about it. If a teacher has to log in separately for attendance, then grades, then messaging, you've already lost the battle for efficiency.
What about involving families?
That leads straight to parent portals. But again, the key is real-time, two-way communication.
Not just a static page they check once a week.
Parents need to see updates, progress, schedules, messages instantly. That immediacy is what actually drives engagement and makes them feel like partners, especially when they can't just bump into the teacher at pickup,
Makes sense. Okay, what's third?
Third, and this is a big one for admin, attendance tracking tools.
So less manual entry for teachers.
Way less. But it's more than just saving a few minutes. It's about having accurate, real-time data that's often crucial for things like state aid compliance. Good data here reduces the risk of funding headaches down the line.
That link between attendance and funding stability is really important, often overlooked, I think. What else is on the operational side?
Number 4, integrated billing and payments. Financial health is key, right? So billing and payments shouldn't be off in some separate system. When it's integrated, it connects directly to the student record. That means less manual cross-checking, fewer errors, and more consistent cash flow. Super important for keeping things running smoothly.
Okay, integrated finances. Got it. And the last one.
Finally, and this is critical for equity, mobile-friendly design. We can't assume everyone has a laptop or desktop at home.
Right. Many families rely on phones or tablets.
Exactly. So the system has to work just as well, be just as easy to use on those smaller screens. Every feature assignments, grades, communication, even payments needs to be fully accessible on mobile. Otherwise, you're creating barriers.
So if you step back and look at all 5, the portals, attendance, billing, mobile access, it's really about enabling a consistent, high-quality experience, isn't it? regardless of location.
That's the goal. And underpinning all of that is fostering that stronger parent involvement. We know how critical that is for student success.
Yeah, the research is pretty clear on that.
Absolutely. And it circles back to the big picture theme we hear from school leaders all the time. Moving to a proper remote-ready SMS. It has to actively dismantle that crazy, stressful patchwork of different apps.
The centralization is key.
It's fundamental. It streamlines everything and, crucially, frees up precious admin time and energy.
We heard a really powerful example of this, actually. Athena W., who's the operations director at SLS. She summed it up perfectly.
What did she say?
She said the biggest benefit was having everything, the calendar, student financials, attendance, assignments, and importantly, the core student information system, the SIS.
The heart of the data.
Right. Having all of that in just one place. Think about the shift that represents.
That's a huge operational win. Imagine the time saved.
Exactly. She mentioned they moved from using 4 different platforms before. Now, their entire school administration runs on one cohesive system. That kind of efficiency changes everything. It lets people focus on teaching and learning, not juggling logins.
Which brings up a common technical question we get asked. Does it have to be cloud-based? Some smaller schools worry about migrating everything.
Yeah, it can sound daunting, but is it essential?
Look, for remote operations, yes. I'd say cloud-based platforms are pretty much the non-negotiable standard now.
Why is that?
Well, primarily because they guarantee access from anywhere instantly. That's vital for remote work. But maybe more strategically for smaller schools, it removes the massive burden of maintaining local servers and IT infrastructure.
Ah, so less reliance on having dedicated IT staff on site.
Precisely. For those lean admin teams, offloading server maintenance, backups, updates, that's a huge reduction in cost and complexity. The cloud provider handles all that.
Okay, that makes a strong case. So let's pivot a bit. Thinking from the administrator's perspective, when they're evaluating these systems, what are the top benefits they're really looking for? What's the ROI checklist?
Good question. Let's break it down. There are maybe 4 key things.
Go for it. Number 1.
Number 1 has to be that unified access we talked about. It's more than just convenience. It's about reducing risk.
How so?
Well, when teachers, students, parents only need one login, there's just less chance of things falling through the cracks. Missed schedules, overlooked assignments, communications going astray. It minimizes all that failure potential.
Okay, unified access reduces errors. What's number 2?
Number 2, consistent communication. Having built-in tools for parent communication means you're not relying on scattered emails or texts that easily get lost.
Right, keeping it all within the platform.
Yeah, it ensures every family gets timely, standardized updates directly within the system they're already using for everything else related to their child's schooling. It keeps everyone on the same page.
Okay, unified access, consistent communication. What are the next 2?
So moving beyond access, number 3 is about real, quantifiable gains. Time savings.
The efficiency piece again.
Absolutely. Think about automated attendance, integrated invoicing, streamlined reporting. These don't just save a few minutes here and there. They give your admin staff back significant chunks of time. Mental bandwidth, really.
So they can focus on higher value tasks.
Exactly. Instead of getting bogged down in repetitive manual data entry or reconciliation, it's a strategic resource gain.
Makes sense. And number 4?
Number 4 is about resilience, scalability, and continuity. The best systems handle everything smoothly, whether you're fully in person, fully online, or some hybrid mix.
So you can switch between models easily if needed.
Yes, almost like flipping a switch.
Yeah.
This is like operational insurance. When the system allows you to maintain continuity, no matter what external factors arise, like unexpected closures or shifts to remote, then student learning doesn't get disrupted. That stability is priceless.
That flexibility is absolutely critical in today's world, isn't it? And just to circle back quickly to parent engagement, those seamless portals and automatic notifications really do empower families, don't they?
They really do.
Being able to track progress, see schedules, get reminders without having to constantly chase information.
Yeah.
That helps keep them connected and involved even when learning is remote.
Yeah, that ease of engagement powered by simple integrated tech. That's really the sign of effective remote program management. It turns what could be a massive logistical headache into a strategic advantage.
So wrapping this up, what's the core takeaway for someone listening, thinking about their school's next step?
I think the takeaway is pretty clear. The best school management software for remote learning isn't a collection of tools. It's a single, reliable hub.
Yeah.
It has to nail that trifecta, keep students engaged, keep parents informed, and keep teachers supported, all from one platform.
And if your current setup feels like that maze of 4 or 5 different apps,
then that operational stress is always going to undermine any benefits you think you're getting. Centralization is the path forward.
okay, so here's a final thought for you, our listener, to consider. If that feeling of fragmentation resonates, maybe start by trying to calculate, even roughly, the admin hours your team currently spends just manually connecting the dots.
Yeah, like reconciling attendance with billing records or matching assignments back to the SIS.
Exactly. That hidden cost, the time spent bridging those disconnected systems, that's the real benchmark. Measure the value of moving to an all-in-one cloud-based solution against that cost.
It's amazing how a simpler platform can actually drive such powerful change, both educationally and organizationally.
Couldn't agree more. Well, that's all the time we have for today. We really appreciate you tuning in to The Deep Dive.